I am Liv. I am here to tell you about a Thrifty Notion's January featured fabrics collection. These are so good, you guys. Our monthly collections have slowly been getting better and better, and I did a whole video talking about why, so you can look at that if you want to. It posted before this one, possibly. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, this lovely pile of neutral goodness, it's very porridgey back here. It's kind of inspired by the snuggly, peaceful vibes we would like to manifest for the new year. We are not claiming anything. We are not, gonna jump in and say, this is our year, or I'm gonna own it this year, or whatever the heck people do. Just no hubris, please. Just tiptoe into 2023 respectfully and just appreciate the good. That's my advice. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with my stack of randos first, and then I have the rest of them kind of grouped by type and such. So first up, this is a rayon herringbone, and it's really pretty. It looks like a suiting, but look how fluid this is. Like, it feels amazing. It's kind of slubby. It's got a lovely texture. It's nice and soft. So I'm thinking like wide leg trousers, something kind of secret pajamas sort of situation where you've got like the most comfy pants ever, but put on some cute shoes and you're ready to rock. Next up is just one lonely piece of silk. We have a fair amount of silk running around the shop these days. It used to be we couldn't find it, and now it's finding us all the time, which is nice. Just a nice neutral kind of taupey beige. This is just a really quick, I'm just showing you very quickly. This is a home deck. It's called Peace on Earth, and it's just this nice kind of striped, shimmery, shiny, just kind of glossy. So very nice for like recovering dining room chairs, or you could wear this. It is a synthetic, but you could do something like a corset or a jacket or even costuming with this. It would be really pretty. Next up are some jerseys. Okay, so just a couple. This one is so cute. This is little itty bitty tiny little bunny rabbits on this nice neutral background. So it's just super duper cute. Great for baby clothes, but also if you want a t-shirt with teeny tiny bunnies on it, here you go. It's just regular t-shirt material. This one's a cotton. This one is a cotton rayon. This one's called Dark Ivy. It's a little bit lighter than the other one. Sort of sheer actually, but it's got this great drape. So long sleeve t-shirt would be super cozy out of this. Very, very, very nice and comfy. Or you could just do like a circle scarf. It would be nice and cozy, like a cowl. You could pull it up over your head and then like down over your face when you just can't anymore. Let's do the cotton shirtings. Okay, so these are just all three cotton shirtings, all good for making shirts like button-ups or boxy woven tops. You could also do dresses out of these. So this one, what's your name? This is called Abundance, because we're manifesting. So Abundance has a little shimmer of gold metallic through it. Make a very cute top. And we've got this sort of greenish brown, what's that word, khaki? I guess it's kind of khaki. This one's called Flax. Just another nice cotton shirting. Sundresses are also really nice out of this, but it's not really sundress season unless you are in the Southern Hemisphere, in which case your shipping charges will be a nightmare. We encourage you to seek fabric closer to home. The last shirting is called Nesting, because yes, just hunker down and be cozy with hot drinks. This is another one that has just a little bit of metallic, like, I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully in the light you can see it. There's just a very subtle grid of metallic gold in this one. Next we're gonna do the chunky woven cottons. These are all textured and kind of slubby and chunky and really delicious. So actually first up, this one's not just cotton. This is a linen cotton, and it's a vintage one from an estate we had. And oh, it is just delicious. It's a little bit sheer up to the light, and you can see it's kind of crispy right now, but it's gonna wash and it's gonna get more soft and fluid. So you could do something like pants or a skirt. You could also do a dress. It would work for home dec as well. Really, just about anything clothing wise you could do with this one. It's super versatile and it's just gonna get more and more cozy. Plus it's just this nice, variegated, natural, neutral color. Her name is French Hen. All right, these are the cottons. This is one that we brought over from our old store, Fence Line Fabrics, and it's been sitting on the shelf this whole time. And then recently I discovered it was not on the, it's not on the website. It's just been sitting there quietly on the shelf waiting and wondering why nobody wanted it. Poor little thing. So it's called Gold, and it's the Chore Coat fabric from Ruby Star Society. We just have a little bit left, poor baby. Someone found it, someone bought it like in person in the shop, and then I realized it was not in the computer, which means it'd just been sitting there lonely, not on the internet. So now it's on the internet. Again, some metallic gold going through this one. I would not wear this one close to your skin just because this metallic in this particular fabric, it's a little bit scratchy. So you'd want to line it or just use it for something that's not clothing, but it's a pretty one. We made stockings out of the Chore Coat fabrics, and those turned out really, not that we're doing Christmas stuff anymore, but maybe next year. All right, these three, I'm gonna just kind of leave them up here because they are big bolts. Okay, so these three are all textured woven cottons. They are all a little bit sheer. This one in particular, you can see it's got this kind of stripe going through it, and you can see through that. You could make a throw blanket out of this. I mean, it's not it wouldn't be a thick one, but it would be very cozy. Scarves, there's a really nice drape to these, and they just feel really, really nice. But you could also do something like a cardigan or like a boxy woven t-shirt would be really pretty out of this. Very summery, but depending on what you do with it, if you layer it up, obviously it will be less summery. But you can make something very versatile out of these lovely chunky wovens. So that one with the stripes was called Snowshoe Hare. We have this one that's a little more of a natural color, and it's called Good for the Gander. It's kind of a waffle weave. Still pretty sheer. Very, very cozy. And this last one is more of an actual kind of off-white, and it's called Odette, after, you know, that poor swan. All right, this set, I put them together on purpose because I think this would be a gorgeous lining for any of these beautiful wool coatings. So this one is called Prosperity. It's got this pretty kind of, are they acorns? They are not. There are leaves on here. I thought maybe there were some acorns as well, but not so much. So this is just a jacquard weave, kind of a brocade looking situation. It's got a nice drape. It's very silky and smooth, so it would make a beautiful lining. It is a little thicker than most linings, so you could also just make something out of this. It would make gorgeous costuming, beautiful vest, even a blouse or a jacket. If you were to line it and give it some structure, you can make a jacket with this one. But I think I would use it as lining for these beautiful wools that I am about to show you. But add some prosperity. See, we're setting some good intentions here. Okay, the first wool is called Oatmeal, and it is oatmeal color. This one's a vintage one. You can see it'd be a lighter weight coat, but with that lining, it would be a little more substantial and keep you a little warmer. Okay, these two green ones are substantial. These are thick. This one seems to be like a boiled wool. It is felted. It is thick, extremely opaque, extremely warm, and very soft. Like, it's a nice, not scratchy wool. So you could get a very warm coat out of this in this gorgeous, deep, deep mossy color. This one is called English Ivy and will make a super duper warm and cozy coat. Again, that lining would set it off really nicely. The next one is very similar to the one I just showed you, but it's reversible. So it's got this lighter color on the back and the dark green on the front. It is also kind of a boiled wool, felted, very thick and very soft. Like they're both just quite nice wools. This one is called Mistletoe. This last one is a little bit lighter. It's a houndstooth woven check, and yeah, it's more of like a medium weight wool. So you can see a little bit of light through it. The other two you could not see anything through. They were very opaque. So a little more drape on this one. You could do something like trousers or a jacket or a vest or something out of this one too. We call this one Holmes because it's got a very Sherlocky vibe to it. But add a lining and you've got a really nice jacket or coat with this one as well. These two are our home deck fabrics. This one is extremely vintage and has been hanging around the shop for a very long time, waiting for the right collection to join. We just have a very small piece of this one. It's, how big is it? It's a yard and a quarter, so not a ton. It's pretty stiff, you can see, but look at this beautiful floral pattern, very subtle, kind of peachy and ivory colors here. Probably just pillow cushions, or again, those dining room chairs where you just need the little square for the seat to be recovered. Gorgeous. You could also do something like a jacket out of this. It would be very pretty. And this one is called Flaxen. There's another brocade. This one's a little newer. It's not so vintage. Gorgeous warm colorway on this one. And we called it Herbal Tea. Again, we're thinking cozy here. Really pretty home deck. It's got a nice drape to it, but upholstery, you could also do things like jackets and vests and costuming and that sort of thing with it. Last up is our sweater knits. So this one is called Turtle Doves, and it is a very pretty textured sweater knit. It is see-through, it is sheer, but you can see it's got a little bit of stretch in one direction, tiny bit in this direction too. So really you just kind of cut out your sweater pattern, sew it together, and you've got a sweater. I mean, that's the gist of most sewing really, but this would make a very nice sweater. Or again, you could just hem the edges and make a throw. This one's kind of simple and subdued, but this is a wool sweater knit. Super simple. It's called Gosling Brood. Just made me think of little baby geese. It is kind of that baby geese color. So just a plain knit, a little bit of stretch to it, not really any in the vertical, and it is sheer. So whatever you make out of this, it's a little bit see-through. But this would be a nice cozy sweater. If you wanted to, you could dye this if you're not feeling this baby goose color vibe. Just need to make sure whatever dye you use on it is for wool, because it's a different kind of dye than what you would use on synthetics or on plant fibers. FYI. All right, the last one for January, if I can find it. Oh, I was like, it's been a while since I named these, and I was feeling very deep that day, I guess. This one's called Meditation. So again, kind of an oatmeal-y situation going on here. It has little slubs of different colors. This is a wool blend, and I think there's maybe, well, there's probably some acrylic in here, but you can see it's also tube knit. So it's in a big circle. You'll have to cut it up one side if you're gonna not want it to be a tube. I mean, you can do a lot of interesting things with a tube. So pretty stretchy. That's the horizontal stretch, no vertical stretch. There is a touch of wool to this, but there is also definitely some acrylic here. It's nice and soft though. And that is our final fabric for this collection. Happy sewing!